Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Today, looking at when ship purchasing is planned to be in-game with in-game currency, updates on some ships and the insurance mechanics, as well as summarising calling all devs and clarifications and info from Spectrum 2. There will be no remote controlling of ships via our mobiGlas. Ship renting and purchasing. So they have shopping kiosks in 3.2, which is coming at the end of June, that will allow you to purchase items and weapons for ships. They are also working on getting Arena Commander and Star Marine REC or REC rental equipment credits systems working to allow us to rent ships and equipment in-game for those systems and for the REC to be fully implemented properly in both Star Marine and Arena Commander. They are also going to have this functionality to purchase ships in the persistent universe as well. More specifically, the plan is for there to be shops in Hurston that allow you to purchase ships with Alpha UEC. These systems will replace the Electronic Access Store and Voyager Direct stores on the RSI website. This is aimed for 3.3 in September. If you only get one feature other than object container streaming in the game, please, for 3.3 CIG, please make sure that it is the purchasable ships in-game with in-game currency. I'm actually pretty happy that they are getting REC working as intended too. Having ship purchasing in-game earlier would have been a much better idea in my opinion. However, at least they've got a stance on it now. I am expecting Voyager Direct purchases to be meltable at that time too, so current expectations are for 3.3. The Genesis Starliner, don't expect this to be in the game in the next year or so. There are other ships with much higher priorities that are needed for Squadron 42 or Star Citizen's Persistent Universe, or ships that are wanted for other major mechanics in the shorter term. There was quite a lot of information on insurance and how it's going to work, so we'll go over it. Because there was a bit of confusion and there was a lot more information on Spectrum that they went in to clarify exactly what was going on. So insurance and, in fact, in-game time is going to be based on real-world times. So no accelerated time in-game. Months, days, weeks, no acceleration. And insurance is going to be based on that when it comes to ticking down 3 months insurance. That's going to take 3 months real-world time. You're going to be able to rent hab units or hangars for a week or a month as well. They are experimenting with implementing loading times for cargo and refueling times. So that loading time for cargo could take half an hour or whatever, but they didn't say exactly what times they were going to be. In the answers with that all, and talking about insurance, they did say if players go on vacation for a week, you won't get screwed out of some of their time because they happen to be out of town. Now, this caused some confusion, and there was further clarification of that on Spectrum from Rob Reniger, who was the person that originally answered the question and is the lead technical designer at CIG. He said, "Hey everyone, I just wanted to maybe clarify something that I didn't make clear on my Calling All Devs about this topic. Insurance prices, like many other things in game, will require time to elapse for services, renting habs, getting repairs done, etc. to elapse. Will be real world time whether you're logged in or not. I.e., if you go to a location with a large load of cargo to unload it and it's scheduled to take 30 minutes, you could potentially be logged out, and this will still happen while you're offline, even though our goal is to have more than enough fun things to do while these timers are elapsing. This will be true of things like insurance as well, and will be priced accordingly for anyone that is concerned with that. Ultimately, that is what I believe matters here for players, aka, am I getting my money's worth for whatever I'm spending my hard-earned UEC for? I understand that many things have been said in the past about all sorts of topics, but like many things, as we move forward, things like this are evolving as we develop the game more and more. Star Citizen is a very unique game in the sense that it has not had a set budget like the majority of games out there, so we have the ability to evolve the game much more freely as we go to make what we think is a better experience for players. I hope this clears the topic up a bit for you guys. Disco Lando also added, the basis of this confusion comes from what Rob meant by in-game time. Many people are thinking he was referring to played time. He was not. When Rob was speaking of in-game time, he was referring to the currently accelerated clock of the persistent universe, where a moon currently rotates about 8 times in a real-world day. So it is good that they cleared that up to a good degree. Insurance will tick down in real-world time, whether you're logged in or not. Deeper insurance implementation, however, in-game is a way out, and they're going to give players a good warning before they plan to start ticking clocks down when it comes to insurance. Expect it to maybe be tested properly more during a beta phase of the game, so probably a couple of years out yet. Insurance will be available in-game with UEC at low cost and will allow you to insure a wide range of items, weapons, inventory, and not just ships in the future. Again, some more information from Spectrum on the Mustang beta. So a few quick updates regarding the Mustang beta's setup with the Mustang series update and rework. The physical size of the Mustang will already be accommodating the height and interaction space needed for the Mustang beta's camper room, so the ship won't be growing or changing shape from what we've already seen from the updates. There is also a door that divides the camper and the cockpit sections, so the concerns people had regarding sudden decompression will be covered there as well. Internal amenity-wise, they're retaining the bed, toilet and shower, and a small sidebar area in the ship, but some of these smaller compartments have been pared down, along with removing 2 lockers in the old beta. Along with that, they've also removed the couch seat since they've had to rearrange the interior layout a bit, repositioning the bathroom to the rear of the camper section. There are a few other things being explored for the beta to give it some extra character and flavour as well, but they'll go into the details of those aspects later, as some would sound great, but aren't for sure things that they can confirm yet. Overall, though, the goal is to still make sure the Mustang beta serves as a nice, usable, portable camper ship that you could take and park anywhere. Down below, I will link the Calling All Devs June question thread as well, so that you can ask the devs a question. Alternatively, feel free to ask questions about Star Citizen in the comments below. Ones that I don't know or I think are really great, I will add to my giant list of questions for devs, and when I have opportunities to ask them, or even to just to post them in the Calling All Devs question threads, I will try and get answers for those where possible. And with questions that have already been answered, or try and answer them, or I might even make videos on them if enough people ask them and I think, oh well, that has been answered before, but enough people are asking that particular question. This month's featured spotlight is the Daymar Rally, and they're giving away a rally pack of a Tumbril Cyclone and an Aegis Vulcan, which coincidentally is all the hardware you need to enter the rally. The Daymar Rally is an annual community organised event which is set to have its inaugural endurance race on the 27th of January 2019. There will be 3 divisions over a 300-kilometre course set on Crusader's moon, Daymar. It is an in-game event, and I am very much up for these. A 4-person crew can sign up their team now with a ground vehicle and support vehicle. More info, the sign up and complete rulebook can be found on daymarrally.com. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that rally pack, though, is to be subscribed to my channel and comment on any of my videos throughout June. 1 per video. Each video gives you another chance to win. Also, I'm working with Shadow, which is a cloud-based subscription gaming PC service that gives you an alternative to upgrading, but also as a gaming PC anywhere. I'm trying to make the service as Star Citizen friendly as possible, but please check that out again in the description below if you're interested, and using the promo code BoredGamer will give you a discount too if you decide that you like it. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help me, and I'll see you in the verse.